Good evening, Blue Table fans. Ha ha ha! All right. Yes, I'm going to let that stand. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Just something going on here. Alrighty then. First off, went down to my local game store, and I got this for a conversion I'm doing. Check that out. It's a secret weapon miniatures base. It's got all these like rotted corpses and stuff on it. I was going to use this in a conversion. However, I realized it doesn't have a Games Workshop beveled lip. It has a rounded War Machine lip to it. So, I don't know. And for scale though, this is the standard Valkyrie quote-unquote base. That's the first model Games Workshop made it for. And this is about as round as that is oval. So I've got that. And I'm going to show you this conversion when I'm done. It's for Nurgle, that Carnival of Nurgle thing. What else? I always forget what I'm going to say on this. I think of it during the day, and then I'm like, oh, yeah. So my CD thing, for those of you just joining, my car has a CD player. Yeah, it's that old. And I got 110 CDs from eBay for 20 bucks. And so my last one from yesterday was called Maniko, House of the Beloved. Now, I'm the music lover equivalent of a guy who thinks IHOP is good. I'm easy to please. I just need the basics. But I couldn't get past 3 songs on this. It was so bad. It was really, I guess it was a new experience. Thank goodness. But it's like that episode of Family Guy where Peter and Lois are super high and they go to this talent show and they think they put on this amazing rainbow unicorn spectacular, but they were actually just wailing and flailing on the floor. So kind of like that. Like, I don't know what was going on with that. Then my next CD, which is from today, and that just wasn't for me. So anyway, was Heather Nova, more like Heather Don't Know Ya, and the album is called South. And this was actually pretty good. It was interesting. A little bit like mellow country, I guess you might say. Yeah. But now I know who Heather Nova is. I think that's great. Definitely a positive experience there. Broadening my horizons, getting new experiences. Oh, yeah, that's the news. And as usual, I'm doing something new. It's tough for something to really get off the ground and last for a year or even 6 months. So I don't know if this will be a thing, but I was hanging out with Jonah the other night, and we always have projects going. And I thought of, so we're doing something with 40K, and here it's called Random Reinforcements. Here's how the game works. You roll for what you get in your army, and then you collect and paint that. And fortunately, we got a lot of armies. My boys have put in the effort and assembled and painted armies, refurbished armies on their own. And good for them. They've done a really good job. So anyway, so here's how it works. You get an HQ, you roll it up at random, no named characters. So you take those off, and if there's 6 of them in there, you roll a D6. If there's 12, you roll a D12. You get it at random. Then you get 2 troops. Then you get a fast attack, heavy support, or elites, your choice. 4 units, and that's what you play in the game. Of course, the points are the same. You pick a points level that works for everybody. After that, you get to pick a unit. Then, after that, you roll again. But the unit that you pick can't be one that you've already done. And after that, you keep rolling up. You pick one of the categories and you roll for it. All right. So I decided to do Eldar. No big surprise. And I picked a Farseer. I rolled up Farseer on foot. Guardians, Dire Avengers, and a unit of Wind Riders. That's what they're calling the jet bikes now. My son, Jonah, chose Grey Knights, and he got a Librarian, which he converted from Tigurius. He Grey Knightified a Tigurius model. And he got Terminators, Strike Squad, and a Paladin Ancient. That's the banner bearer guy. All infantry. My other son, Griffin, and by the way, I just unlocked a video of him when he was 3. It was St. Patrick's Day. So I think he was, that must be, what was it? Must be 11 years ago. Anyway, he chose Tyranids, and he got a Brood Lord, Gene Stealers, Tyranid Warriors, and something I can't remember. I think it was Hive Guard. I think he chose Elites. And that's what we have. Hopefully we'll get a 4th person in there. And so basically your army is no more than 1 each of each type of unit, with an so you pick one and then you'll roll up 3 or 4 more. I'm not sure how to do it. There's no Lords of War, and we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm trying to recapture those old days from the 90s. Of course, now we're spoiled for choice for models, and where we didn't really know what was going on. There wasn't net listing. There was no power gaming. The game wasn't being changed a lot. And so I think it's going to really give a different experience. Which, of course, they put that in the rule book. You can have narrative play or whatever it is. And me personally, doing really good. I'm going to make a separate video about mental state. And from my perspective, I don't feel like I'm expert enough to tell anybody else what they should be doing. Let's see. What else? I went on errands today. I picked up a lot of equipment, new knives and stuff, clippers for this project I'm doing, which you will see. And, I did get, this will be video 7. 7 days, 7 videos. So I've achieved my initial soft, easy goal. And I think I am hitting the pace now. I think my next goal will be to carry it on into 30 days. And as usual, behind the scenes, there's a lot of excitement. I don't have image release waivers with most of my artists anymore. And most of them really, it seems unusual to them that I would put the camera on them. And of course, that's culture. Back at my previous studio, that was the normal thing, that the camera was always floating around. So anyway, what else? I'm not painting anything for myself other than the Eldar. So the Eldar, I actually had the Farseer on the web store. I had Guardians that were about to go on the web store. I've got like 50 Dire Avengers on the web store now. Most of them painted. I'm going to pull some of those for my own amusement. And then the Wind Riders, I need to get those cracking. I'm going to magnetize the under weapons, of course. So we're really excited about that. I think you'll see some you'll see some battle reports off of our random reinforcements narrative style, low-key game. And it's super exciting. It's really cool. Like, we were really into it. It captured the boys' imagination. It's captured my imagination. How fun is that, just to have those 4 units? And it's like, okay, this is what I'm playing with, I guess. It's a lot like an escalation league, of course. And I think that's a lot of fun. All right, well, guys, that's all I got for the night. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope you got your inspiration for the day.